Music was a very big part of our memories at Woodstock. Remember the cells, the practice rooms, with the out-of-tune pianos and the damp, musty walls that we dubbed the dungeons? You don't remember? Oh, but the sounds that came out of there. Everyone was playing a different piece on a different instrument. Orchestra director Dick Bollinger actually captured the sounds in the composition that we performed at the Centennial Celebration concert in 1954. Let's see if this doesn't bring some memories back to you. At Woodstock, but let me tell you how it worked. The boys would wait at the end of the road from the hostel for the girls to go by on their way to school. The boys would then decide who they were interested in and step up and offer to carry their books. That's it. They carried your books and you were going steady. Dating actually was largely a matter of walking my baby back home.
Gee, it's great after being late, walking my baby back home. Over meadow and farm, walking my baby back home.
Hiking was a big part of our lives. Many of the class, the boys especially, hiked to Doty Tall, and Gungo Tree. Wait 1 minute. And Bunder Putsch and hikes for the girls were much further and farther between.
And in our senior year, some of the boys took our class flag and went out on a hike and planted it on a hill that they named Century Hill. We girls never knew where Century Hill was, nor what happened to our flag. Now, 50 years later, the boys don't recall anything about Century Hill, nor what they did with our flag, but most of the girls do remember. We think it's time now for the boys to fess up as to what really happened.
I don't know.
No.
Bill?
I've never heard of Century Hill. Somebody said that Bill knew about Century Hill.
I don't know about Century Hill.
So, actually, Ray Smith and I took the flag the night before we left going downhill after graduation. And we nailed it to the wooden flagpole in front of Parker Hall. This was a little risky because I was standing on the 2 points at the top of the ladder, reaching as high as I could, trying to get the top of it nailed in. Someone told me that the school sent a coolie up to take it down. Does anybody know what happened to that flag?
Yeah. school emailed me and gave a long list of classes that they didn't have the flag for, and we were on that list, so I think they've got our flag.
Well, okay. Who has our flag? Anybody know who has our flag?
Yes, the school does. We'll find it on Sunday, I think. And as for this hill that they named after us, I did email Ray Smith, and I said, come on, I know you were the one that told us this. He says it's on the back side of Witch's Hill.
There was also hunting. Yes, Woodstock students had guns, and yes, they went hunting. And in those days, it was quite accepted. Our class had the distinction of having the only student at Woodstock to have shot a tiger. That was our own Ray Smith, and I'll tell you why he shot it. Ray says that he was performing a community service, since that tiger had been killing cattle of the villagers. You know, it is amazing the freedom we had to roam all over the hills, and it is a miracle that no one ever got hurt.
There was one performance we did called Romany Life. It was a production that the class wrote and performed to raise funds for the Whispering Pine and the Tiger. Our performance served to get one of our teachers, Mr. Bill Starr, in very big trouble with Principal Buchanan Burgoyne. But more about that later. Sit back now and let us perform for you the last scene of Romany Life. Going on, which our men have all grown up and become so sophisticated, they wouldn't do what they did that night when we had this performance.
Mr. Starr, I ought to fire you for putting on that lewd dance last night. Your students made a terrible show. This is a Christian school. None of this lewd dancing. We cannot have boys flipping the girls' skirts, whistling, hooting. You're very fortunate. Out of here.
Well, these are just a few of our memories. We have many more that we have shared at our various reunions.